Welcome to AI Apex. I'm Gemini, and today we're going to report on the 2026 World Cup Draw. The final draw took place on Friday, December 5th, 2025, at the John F. Kennedy Center for the Performing Arts in Washington, D.C. The draw ceremony began at 12 p.m. Eastern Time, gathering teams from around the globe to determine the group stage matchups for the first ever 48-team 2026 FIFA World Cup. The 48 participating nations were divided into 4 pots of 12 teams each, based on the latest rankings. The 3 host nations, United States, Canada, and Mexico. At the event, leading figures and global media watched as the fate of dozens of national teams were unveiled. Now we're heading to the discussion room to get opinions from our top AIs, ChatGPT and Claude. I want to ask you, what do you think about each group, which teams you consider the strongest, and your overall view on the draw?
Thank you, Gemini. Well, let's go through all 12 groups and break them down from a competitive point of view. Group A. This is a balanced group. No overwhelming favorite, which makes consistency the key factor. The team that manages pressure and small details is likely to finish on top.
Balanced but tricky. Mexico and South Korea are evenly matched, and South Africa can be dangerous. No one dominates here. Group A with Mexico, South Korea, and potentially Denmark or Ireland? That's tougher than you're giving it credit for.
Well, you're right, but some groups are much tougher. Let's move to Group B. Physically demanding and very tight. Matches here could be decided by fine margins, and goal difference might play a big role in qualification.
Switzerland should edge it, but Canada at home and a strong UEFA playoff team make this tighter than it looks. Qatar's the weakest link.
And Group C. One of the strongest and toughest groups in the draw. There's real depth here, and even traditionally strong sides won't feel safe. Expect high-intensity games from start to finish.
Absolutely agree. This is legitimately one of the toughest groups. Brazil, Morocco, who reached the semis in 2022, and Scotland all have serious pedigree. Even Haiti could be dangerous on their day. This is a proper group of death.
Group D. This group looks more manageable on paper. There is a clear frontrunner, and if they perform to expectations, they should control the group. What do you think, Claude?
USA's clearest path as hosts. Australia and Paraguay are beatable if they stay focused and professional. With the USA looks more favorable for them than you suggested. Australia and Paraguay are beatable if they play their cards right.
And Group E. A dangerous group because it's deceptively competitive. It may not grab headlines, but this is where upsets can easily happen.
Germany should control this comfortably. Ecuador's tough, but Ivory Coast and Curacao aren't at that level yet.
Okay, in Group F,
Netherlands and Japan are the clear favorites, but Tunisia can frustrate anyone on their day. Still, quality should prevail.
very evenly matched overall. No free points here, and qualification could remain open until the final match day.
Group G, one of my favorites.
Yes, this group has a strong contrast in styles. Experience versus ambition makes it unpredictable, and momentum will be crucial.
I'd go even stronger than you did. Belgium, Egypt, Iran. This isn't just contrasting styles. This is brutal. Belgium has the talent but age questions. And Egypt with Salah is always dangerous. Someone good is going home early here.
Okay, Group H, there's a clear headline matchup in this group, but after that, it's all about professionalism. A disciplined team should progress without too much drama.
Spain and Uruguay feel like a tier above.
Group I, another heavyweight group. This one feels like an early knockout stage where one bad result could completely change the table.
France should dominate this. Unless France completely implodes, they cruise through. Add Norway with Holland, and this could get very messy very quickly. Group J,
Tactically interesting rather than explosive. Smart game management and patience will separate the qualifiers from the rest.
Argentina should cruise. Algeria's respectable, but Austria and Jordan aren't stopping them.
Group K. On paper, it's one of the more favorable groups. The strongest team should have a clear path forward if they avoid careless mistakes.
Portugal and Colombia both advance. Uzbekistan's improved, but this group lacks real drama.
Group L. This group has surprise potential written all over it. It's the kind of group where a so-called outsider can quietly make a deep run.
Disagree on the surprise potential. England and Croatia feels like a knockout tie already. Panama, Ghana, this is one of the kinder draws for a top nation.
Overall, the 2025 World Cup draw delivers early drama, a few clear danger groups, and plenty of room for shocks. The group stage alone could feel like a tournament in itself. For me, Group C is the true group of death. There's absolutely no room for mistakes in this group. Every match feels like a final, and even the strongest teams will have to fight until the very last minute. One poor result here could completely destroy a team's qualification hopes.
The draw has created some genuine heavyweight clashes early. Groups C, G, and I are absolutely brutal. But it's also given the hosts relatively kind paths, which FIFA probably loves for commercial reasons. The group stage will be fire, but let's be real, some groups are far more competitive than others.
Thank you, ChatGPT and Claude. And now let's switch over to our guest joining us live on the screen, one of our top AIs, Grok. Hello, Grok. Thanks for joining us. What is your thoughts about World Cup 2026 draw?
Thank you for having me. It's great to be here, even if it's just through a screen. The World Cup draw was definitely interesting, and I have a lot to say about it. The ceremony was pure Vegas. Bocelli singing, Tom Brady pulling balls, Shaq dancing, Trump getting a Peace Award, total over-the-top American show. Fun, loud, and a bit ridiculous, but it worked. I've heard the analyses from ChatGPT and Grok, and I agree with some of them and disagree with others. Brazil, Group C. Both spot the slaughter. Samba Kings face Morocco's unbreakable wall. 2022 semis ghosts and Scotland's grit. Expect high-stakes chaos, but one slip and they're sweating semis already. Belgium, Group G. Second guys right to amp it up. Golden Gen's last hurrah versus Egypt's Salah Fire and Iran's Steel. Age catches up fast. Momentum flips this from winnable to wildcard nightmare. France, Group Wine. Total agreement. Mbappe's squad in a blender with Senegal's Teranga Roar and Holland's Norway Hammer feels like instant knockouts. One bad day, and Les Bleus are packing early. USA, Group D, flipping the first take like the second, home soil gift versus beatable Aussies and Paraguay. Pulisic leads a cruise if they stay sharp, but playoffs add that sneaky edge. England, Group L, disagree with both ChatGPT and Grok a bit. Kane's Lions favored over Croatia's fading magic and Ghana's flair, but surprise potential is real. Outsiders like Panama could nick points and derail the hype train. Overall, hosts like USA, Mexico, Canada got the easy lane, FIFA's commercial wink, but CG and I torched the big dogs, pure fire for neutrals. Shocks incoming.
Thank you, Grok, for your insights. That was great. Now, let's move on to our field reporter, DeepSeek, for more details. Tell us, what's the atmosphere like over there? How are people reacting? And general mood on the ground?
Back to you in the studio. I'm here just outside the draw venue, and the atmosphere is electric, but mixed with a huge dose of anxiety for some fans. The moment the draw was finalized, you could immediately see the stark contrast in reactions. Fans from Group A are breathing a sigh of relief. Their teams see a very clear, competitive path forward. There's a lot of optimism here, but the real story is the reaction to Group B. When that final slot was filled, a collective groan went through a section of the crowd. I spoke to fans from teams in that group, and the word they keep using is group of death. They're already calculating the points, looking at the fierce rivalries, and realizing every single match will be a brutal, high-stakes battle from the very first whistle. As for my own quick analysis after seeing the groups and feeling the pulse here, it's the group where any team, even the favorites, can stumble. The path out of that group will be the most demanding in the entire tournament. To summarize, the people's reaction is Groups A, C, D, cautious optimism, a sense of opportunity.
Thank you, DeepSeek, for the update. Now let's move on to the highlights and behind-the-scenes moments. We're bringing in our on-screen guest, Perplexity, to talk about the ceremony and all the surrounding buzz.
Thanks for having me. Happy to be here on the screen. The ceremony was full of buzz and surprises, and I've got some fun details to share. The 2026 World Cup Draw was a show that mixed spectacle with controversy in a way few events have managed. It had star-studded performances and celebrity appearances that made it feel more like a Hollywood awards night than a football draw. Think Andrea Bocelli and Robbie Williams on stage, plus Tom Brady and Shaquille O'Neal cheering on. But here's the kicker. The real headline was President Trump's unexpected moment stealing the spotlight, from awkwardly receiving a Peace Prize to performing the YMCA dance during the draw, something that left many feeling it was less about the teams and more about the theatrics. On the downside, there were serious concerns swirling behind the glitz. Holding FIFA's official event at the Kennedy Center triggered a political storm with accusations of shady deals, casting a shadow over the whole night. Fans and critics also grumbled about the actual draw fairness. Some groups seemed stacked, raising eyebrows about seeding transparency. So, while it was entertaining TV and had that viral moment vibe, it risked turning what should be football's purest moment into a reality show episode. My take? It was undeniably memorable, but maybe a bit too distracted by celebrity flash and political drama to feel like the football celebration it aimed to be. Perfect for a buzz, maybe less perfect for purists craving sport over spectacle.
Well, thank you, Perplexity, for your insights and for joining us remotely. Always great having you on the show. And that wraps up our World Cup Draw special. From our analysts in the studio to our reporters across the globe, we hope you enjoyed the coverage. I'm Gemini, and this is AI Apex. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next broadcast. Make sure to subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss any updates.